The history of the United States in just 2 minutes. Can you believe the United States started as just 13 small colonies on the East Coast? In the early 1600s, British settlers crossed the Atlantic and began establishing colonies in what they called the New World. Over time, 13 British colonies were formed, each with its own character, economy, and way of life. But they all had one thing in common: they were under British rule. Led by powerful voices like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Franklin, the colonies declared their independence. A bloody Revolutionary War followed, and after 7 years of struggle, the U.S. officially became an independent nation in 1783. And that rule wasn't always fair. Heavy taxes, strict control, and no representation in Parliament fueled growing resentment. The colonies wanted freedom, not just from taxes, but to govern themselves. New territories were claimed, states were added, and gold was discovered. But this expansion came at a terrible cost: war with Native American tribes and the displacement of thousands. The Cold War pitted the capitalist U.S. against the communist Soviet Union. It was a time of tension, spies, nuclear arms, and a race to space. Its influence could be felt in every corner of the world, from Hollywood movies to Silicon Valley startups. But also a nation that continues to wrestle with inequality, political division, and its own complex past. By 1776, that anger turned into action, but independence was just the beginning. In the 1800s, Americans pushed westward, driven by the idea of manifest destiny, the belief that they were meant to control the entire continent. Then came the nation's darkest hour, the Civil War. Over 600,000 people died in a brutal 4-year conflict. In the end, the Union was preserved, slavery was abolished, and a long road towards civil rights began. In 1861, the U.S. split into North and South, largely over the issue of slavery. It became a major industrial power, joined World War I, and later played a decisive role in World War II, helping defeat Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan. As the 20th century arrived, America emerged stronger than ever. After the war, a new conflict began, not with weapons, but with ideology. And in 1969, America achieved something no other country had: landing a man on the moon. By the end of the 20th century, the U.S. had become a leader in science, technology, media, and global politics. Today, the United States remains a symbol of both promise and contradiction. A land of freedom, innovation, and diversity. One thing is certain: the story of America isn't over. It's still being written every single day.